Hi, this is Julie.
Hi, this is Lindsey. This is a story about the House of Furniture. Once there was a house where there lived a family of furniture. Each one of them had their own unique personality. There was a lazy bed, a confident table, a tired couch, grumpy toilet, and a nice chair. Every morning, everyone would wake up and begin their day. The table liked to play soccer, and the chair liked to play baseball, but everyone else liked to rest.
Due to the table playing with the soccer ball in the house, electrons were transferred from the soccer ball to the table, making the table negatively charged with a small charge. Since the table was very tired after playing and wanted to take a break, the table started to move toward the east with a low velocity. In the house was also the chair, who was playing baseball with a bat. While playing, the chair transferred electrons to the bat, making the chair positively charged with a small charge. As the chair became exhausted and wanted to take a break as well, the chair starts to move west with a low velocity. As it is moving west, it comes within the area created around the table. The mass of the table creates a gravitational field around itself and attracts the mass of the chair. The chair feels an attractive force when it enters the table's gravitational field. However, because they are going in the opposite direction, the gravitational field of the table is weak as they are far away from each other. The direction of the gravitational field of the table is toward the chair. However, because the chair is far away from the table that is creating the gravitational field, the magnitude of the gravitational field is weak. Because the table is negatively charged, it creates an electric field around itself and attracts the chair, which is positively charged due to opposite charges attracting. However, because the charges of the chair and the table are small, the electric field of the table is weak. Additionally, because the chair is far away from the table, the electric field of the table is weak. The chair feels an attractive force toward the table. However, the magnitude of the electric field is weak as the chair and table are far away from each other. Because the table is a moving charged object, a magnetic field is created that affects the moving charged chair. But because the charge of the table is small, and because the velocity of the table is low, the magnitude of the magnetic field is weak. Additionally, since the two objects are far apart, the magnitude of the magnetic field decreases as well. The magnetic field changes the direction of the chair that enters the table's area and causes the chair to move in the direction that causes it to come in and then come out. In the house is the bed, which is currently sleeping. As it is at rest, the bed has a small charge and is negatively charged. Because the chair wants to sleep as well, it is moving south with a small charge and high velocity, coming within the area around the bed. Because the bed has a large mass, the chair feels an attractive force when it comes into the bed's area because the mass of the bed creates a strong gravitational field that attracts the chair. The direction of the field is toward the chair, and also because the chair and table are close to each other, the magnitude of the gravitational field is strong. Due to the bed being negatively charged, it creates an electric field around itself that repels the chair because both the bed and chair's charges are negative, and like charges repel each other. As a result, the direction of the field is away from the bed due to same charges entering the area of the bed. The magnitude of the electric field is weak as the amount of charge of the bed on the chair is small, thus meaning a weak field. However, since the bed and chair are close to each other, the strength of the electric field increases. Because the bed is at rest and is not moving because it has no velocity, there's no magnetic field formed by the bed in this situation, and as a result, the chair is not affected. In the house, there is also a sofa, tired from waking up early and wants to get a coffee to revitalize their energy. It travels east with a large charge and a low velocity to the kitchen, gaining electrons on the way. Toilet also wants a cup of joe, but doesn't want sofa to get it first. It travels east faster than the sofa with a high velocity, but with a slow charge, as it lost many electrons on the way. On the way to the kitchen, toilet near sofa, coming into the area of the sofa. Since the mass of the sofa is larger than the toilet, a strong gravitational field is created by the sofa and attracts the toilet to the sofa, which also creates a gravitational field that attracts the sofa to the toilet. However, since they are moving in the same direction in different velocities. The field gets weaker as the toilet speeds ahead away from the sofa. Since the sofa is negatively charged, the electric field is towards the sofa, while the electric field of the positively charged toilet is directed away from it. The opposing fields cause the two objects to be attracted toward each other because opposite charges attract while like charges repel. The sofa also has a large charge, which makes the electric field of the sofa stronger than the field of the toilet, which has a low charge. Then, similar to the gravitational field, the electric field gets weaker as the two objects move farther away from each other. Since both objects are moving, the sofa with a low velocity and the toilet with a high velocity toward the kitchen, this means that there is a magnetic field around the space of both objects as they are both electrically charged. The faster the velocity, the stronger the field. The strength of the magnetic field also increases with the amount of charge on the object. More charge means stronger field. The direction of the magnetic field of the sofa is downward away from the body, and the toilet is upwards towards the body, because when using the left and right hands for negative and positive objects, the rest of the fingers show which way the field goes. After they reach the kitchen, toilet gets the coffee first and goes back to the bathroom energized while sofa stops to take a break.
They're waking up, the bed is now energetic and ready to start the day. Because it is so excited, it moves around its room, rubbing against other objects and transfers electrons as it does. As a result, it is positively charged with a small charge. With a low velocity, it is moving towards the north. Also in the house is a sofa who is lazing around and taking a break. The sofa is also positively charged with a small charge at rest. The bed comes close enough to the sofa, which makes the sofa come within the area around the bed. The bed creates a strong gravitational field due to having a larger mass that attracts the sofa towards it. Since the bed comes close to the sofa, the magnitude of the gravitational field increases the closer the two are. Additionally, the bed creates an electric field around itself, and because the bed is positively charged, the sofa feels a repelling force due to both the bed and sofa being the same charge. Due to the charged bed having a small charge, the electric field is weak. But since the sofa is close to the bed, the magnitude of the electric field increases. Because the bed is a moving charged object, it creates a magnetic field around itself. But because the sofa is at rest and is not moving, the sofa feels no effect to the bed's magnetic field. After wandering through the house trying to find a place to rest, the table keeps going, this time changing direction to move south at a low velocity, but it has lost a large number of electrons going through the house so many times. The toilet is also moving west with a high velocity from the kitchen and has lost its charge on the way, coming into the area of the table. Because the gravitational field is an area around an object that affects other objects due to their masses, both the table and toilet create a gravitational field. Both objects have a large mass, but the table has a larger mass, so its gravitational field is stronger than the toilet's gravitational field. This causes the toilet to be attracted to the table. However, they are traveling in two different directions, which causes the distance between them to increase, and in turn weakens the gravitational field. The table also has a large positive charge on it, which creates an area around itself that affects other charged objects. This area is the electric field, which has a strong magnitude because it is from a large charge that repels other positively charged objects since it is a positive object. However, because the toilet has a neutral charge, the toilet is not affected by the electric field of the table in this situation. Both objects are also moving, one with a large charge and the other without. The table with the large positive charge also creates a magnetic field around itself that is relatively strong, since it has a large charge but is moving at a low velocity. The magnetic field created by the table doesn't affect the toilet because the toilet has a neutral charge, and the magnetic field affects other moving charged objects. The magnetic field's direction goes towards the east, since the object is traveling south. With the eventful day coming to a close, Everyone in the house returned to their rooms and went to sleep for the next day.